Okay, I see everyone's business assessment is coming in. So we're gonna go ahead and get back started. If everyone needs to get a pen and piece of paper, this is going to be a good time to go ahead and do that. It's probably going to be a lot of note taking. Also, in the meantime, Mom, I don't know if you were able to get the audio working, but if not, you can just follow along and take some notes. Sharmella, if you want to, Nicole, I'm sorry. Nicole, did you want to introduce yourself? I'm sorry. Forgot to have you introduce yourself. Sharmella, did you want to introduce yourself? Welcome, by the way.
No, I'm just here to learn. This is Nicole Horston. I was working on the assessment, but no, I'm just here to learn and excited to be in your presence today.
Oh, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for joining.
Hi, everyone. No, I'm just here. I'm like Nicole. I'm here to learn.
Just
Thank
here
you.
to
And I'm
play.
sorry that I'm having, don't unmute me, please, because I was finishing up a call.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Okay, great. No, I was saying, because I think it unmuted me and I was like, oh God, they're probably like, she's so rude. But thanks and welcome. Thanks, everybody. Glad to meet you.
All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So before you can conduct any type of advertising of any sort, of any kind, you want to start with your market research and actually knowing who your target audience is. A lot of times when people do ads, let's say you're in you're in London, and so you just put London, you're marketing to London, and you just put London as your location. Well, now you're marketing to millions of people, yes, but do those millions of people want your product? Do they actually want what you're selling? So knowing your target audience and doing some market research is key. Now, your target audience, when you were saying that, that is knowing how old your customer is, what location they live in. Are they male or female? What is their education level? How much does your customer make per year? And what is your customer's interest? So those are a few things that you should know actually about your customer prior to starting anything that you absolutely do with any sort of thing. Even if you're starting your business for the first time, you should already have this market research done, and you should already know who your target audience is before you start working on anything. This is going to make you highly successful. So for instance, I produce 2 different events. Both events are totally different demographics. They're absolutely not the same. So the same way I market for one event, I can't market for the same event. It has to be totally separate. And I know this by completing market research and knowing who my target audience is. Now, a few ways that you're able to do that is you can use SurveyMonkey. And using SurveyMonkey, it is free, but you can pay to get a little bit more enhancements on that. And they have the basics on that. SurveyMonkey is just a tool to use to survey customers or potential customers. You can actually just do a survey, put it out there on Facebook, or send it out to people who you want to be your customer and who may be interested, and you can get that information that way. Another way is if you already established, let me ask this before I get started. Everyone has a Facebook fan page and an Instagram, and their Instagram is business, because they're totally separate. If you want to raise your hand or put it in the chat that yes, you have a Facebook page, yes, you have an Instagram business page. Okay. Okay. So those are key for the next 2. So if you have a website, you can pull your analytics let me tell you a little story about how I learned how to be analytical. I'm sure Ebony's heard this story. Ebony, if you guys don't know, used to be my assistant, so she's heard this story. So I used to work for, mind you, let me tell you, I have never ever quit a job. I've always been fired from a job. And one of the jobs that I actually had, it was for a handyman company, and he was just starting off his business. He was very, very analytical, and I could never understand like why he was being so analytical. So he was to the extreme where if he paid for ads on a service, he wanted to know, okay, I spent $200 this week on ads, right? And he wanted to know how many of those ads, how many people did those ads reach? Not only did he want to know how many ads those people reached, he went forward and how many people were converted into customers after that ad reached. I mean, from that ad that I placed. He then wanted to know how much did the average person spend? Were they homeowners? Were they male or female? Like he wanted to go into great detail about each individual person. He had a board. And then I just wasn't understanding, why does he want to be so analytical? Why does he want to know so much about every single person and have all of this information? So turns out he was just analytical, and that was how he was learning his business. And so what that did was it taught me when I decided to start my business and go full time, that's what I needed to be, is more analytical, and those actual numbers where I didn't understand it then, I understand it now, because if you're spending $200-300 on an ad, you want to know where that money is actually going to, and is it actually working for you to continue placing the ads how you were placing the ads. So if you have a website, you can look at where people are visiting from. You can see if they're male or female. And I don't know, most people probably have, if you have Wix or any service, you can go into your reports. And then under your reports, there will be where it'll say like your traffic overview. And it'll tell you everything. It'll even tell you how long people are spending on your site. It'll also even tell you what pages they're visiting, how long they're staying there, what all they're checking out. So that way you can know which page is even important, which page is even more important for you to focus on as far as like your editing style and where you're posting like your pop-up ads at as well. The other great tool is Facebook Insights. So if everyone wants to do me a favor and go to, I'm going to share my screen in just a moment here. But while I am going to go share my screen, I want you to do two things. I want you to go into your pages and go to your actual page. And then I want you to go under Insights. So if you go to your Facebook fan page, it should say Manage Page. You're gonna go all the way down. All the way down. It's like it's the fourth one from last. And it is going to say Insights. That is what you're going to click. Make sure no one has any questions. Okay. All right. And then open up a second window on your computer. Go ahead and go on to Instagram. What I want you to do with Instagram is go, oh, hold on one second. I need to log into my Instagram. Raise your, oh, wait. These are two great tools. Okay. So again, we are pulling up Facebook Insights on your Facebook fan page. And we are also pulling up Instagram Insights as well. Because keep in mind, your likes mean nothing. That is just people liking your picture. You will have way more lookers than likers. And that's what I tell a lot of people. You'll have way more people who actually see your ads and see what you're doing, then they'll actually hit that like button. So what I'm gonna do is go through, and so let's go ahead. Okay, so I didn't show you under, hold on. Hold on, I never really go to Instagram on a computer. Profile, okay. So under Instagram, if you go under your profile, I don't think you can see your insights on the computer. Okay. You can pull up your insights on your phone. If you have your insights pulled up, you can go ahead and raise your hand. If you need help finding your insights on Facebook, let me know. And I'll go through it one more time. It looks like you can't pull up your insights on your computer. So if you go to your Facebook page, then you would just hit insight. Remember, this has to be a business page, so I'm not really able to show it on I can't share my screen. So again, I see a couple people's hands not raised. So if you go to your Facebook fan page and you go all the way down, the fourth one from last will say insights. And you just want to click that. And I'm going to show you how to do show you your insight. Anyone having any trouble?
You said to go to our actual page on Facebook, like
Mhm.
not my main one.
No, not your main one, your Facebook page.
Okay.
Like your fan page, so you're like your author page.
Okay.
And then hit that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing my screen. So when it comes up, it will look something like this. Now this is just my last 7 days. I don't have any ads running right now. I don't have anything going. I have nothing going on right now. So that's why it's so bare. But I'm going to show you how to read this really quickly. This is the last 7 days. Here you can change it. The one thing I don't like about this screen here is that it only goes to the last 28 days. But if you do go to ads over here, it'll show a larger scaled report for you. This shows how many people view my page. So my page views are down by 13%. That's probably because I don't have any events going on right now. And it's the first, page likes. I know my page likes looks like that hasn't moved. This is how many people my page has reached this week. Again, I don't even think I've posted a lot this week. So I've only reached 77 people this week. This is my stories, how many my stories reached. If I had an ad going, this would be a lot better, a lot bigger. Let me even see if the last 28 days was better. Oh, this is a little bit better. My post engagement, my videos. And this page I'm looking at is celebrity style events. I'm not looking at the Right Life. The Right Life may be different because I did have an event coming up. So more people are probably looking at that page versus this page. This is my event production page. So because I don't have any events going on, this is typically what it would look like. Now come maybe May, June is when I'll start maybe quadrupling in numbers because more people will be on my page. But this is how many people engaged in your event. So this is how many people liked your picture, shared it, followed it. This is videos, how many people liked your videos. This is how many followers, it's down. And this is if you have any products. And this kind of breaks it down by post. So this shows each individual post that I've done recently. This one was just done yesterday. These just show how many people it reached. Again, if you do not know, Facebook rathers you to pay for ads than just posting. So how everything is set up on Facebook is you don't get as much reach as you would with a single post as you would if you don't boost your post. So a lot of times if you see that they want you to boost your post, that's why, because you'll get more reach if you boost it versus they won't, it's like they don't, it's like it's not getting shared enough if you're not boosting it. I'm not sure can't think of the word for that. So this shows also pages to watch. This compares you to other people who are other pages who are like yours. So these 5 people, they're all event production companies. Mine looks like it's ranked top. And this is although I haven't really done any ads right now, I'm still ranked top amongst my 4 other peers. And I think that's an overall based on probably just the ads or the reach that I'm getting. Even though MMJ events, she's a big planner, so she does more weddings. So I'm shocked that I'm before her, but yeah. So that's something to look at. This shows your competitors, which I like, how you're ranking against your competitors. All right, so the next thing is, anyone have any questions about your insights on Facebook? No questions? All right. And also, if you want to export this data and have it like as a spreadsheet, so say for instance, you have someone doing your ads for you and you want to know, say you're doing your ads to get more followers, or then you would be able to, oh, what was your question? I'm sorry. You can go ahead and type your question in. You would be able to export this data without sharing your Facebook page so that people would be able to know your data for you. So the other thing that I'm going to show you really quick about your insights is your insights on Instagram. Not sure, probably cannot see this. But again, if you go to your Instagram page and you just go to the your home page and you click insights, this gives you that information. So the question asked was, I am ranked as number 1, but the other pages to follow aren't numbered. What does that mean? Let me go right back real quick. Okay. It should say pages to watch. And it says compare the performance of your page and post with similar pages on Facebook. So if you're talking about right here in this area, then it should be numbered. Like mines are numbered, so it should be numbered. And I'm not sure why it wouldn't rank. I mean, it wouldn't be numbered. Hope that answers your question. Okay, so on my Instagram page, looking at the insights, and again, I'm just looking at the last 7 days of my insights. And my accounts have reached 241 people. So I'm up by 102%, but only 16 people have actually liked my page or engaged in my page this last 7 days. And I gained a follower. So this is what I mean a lot of times when I say people will look, but they won't hit that like button. So don't worry or focus on how many likes you're getting. Focus on how many people you're actually reaching and how many of those people are actually converting to sales. Because people will look all day, but they don't necessarily like it. And it could be for whatever reason. Because I reached 241 people, only 16 out of those people actually engaged in my post. Any questions about your market research, SurveyMonkey, your website analytics, or Facebook insights and Instagram insights before I move on? I'm gonna now move on to how much to spend. Okay, let's move on to how much to spend.
Tristan, excuse me, Trish.
Yeah.
Your target audience.
Mm-hmm.
I was writing down everything that you said, but I missed some. You said age, sex, location, yearly income, and then I missed something.
Education.
Education.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And the reason why you're going to need that market research information is because when you're placing your ads, that's going to help filter it a lot better. All right, so how much to spend on your ads? This is okay. I would say with Facebook ads and with any marketing in general, business owners will work on so much of their business. They will make sure that their logo is right, their production is right, everything is right. Their letterheads, so many small little bigger things, but the one big thing that you should be working on is marketing. And not just social media marketing. You should also work on marketing outside of social media, because what would you do if social media was to fail? And so marketing is a big thing to help you leverage your business. How much to spend? Of course, a lot has to do with your budget, but there should definitely be a budget in place for marketing. And so 100% of your budget should not go to Facebook ads, but you should definitely have a significant amount of money invested in Facebook ads. On average, you would want to start between $10 and $20 per day. So that's about $300 a month on average for your Facebook ads. Now that is if you're trying to see about maybe 500 to 600 people visiting your page a day. And then getting those people to convert. So that's how much you should be spending. I would say the bare minimum, at least $10 a day. I know it sounds like a lot, but I would say at least $10 a day. How long should your Facebook ads run? At least 4 months. So if you're doing an ad, stop doing 1 week stop doing 1 week ads, stop doing 2-day ads. Focus on the bigger picture. So when you're doing these, your Facebook ads, of course, this should all be a part of a marketing campaign. But you're for at least 4 months to see some actual results. Anyone have any questions on how much to spend or how long?
So what do you recommend when you do have an event and you want to advertise for it? Say the event's like 2 weeks out or a week out or something like that. Do you run an ad for that?
You can still run an ad and it'll definitely get some reach. But for the longevity, so if you're running it just for an event, you do want to have some anticipation for it. So starting that ad prior to the 2 weeks will be great. But if you just found out and you only have 2 weeks, then of course take advantage of it. But if you want to see success with your ads and more longevity with your ads, then I would definitely do at least bring it out to 4 weeks.
And would you recommend that same $10 to $20 per day? I guess because I do a lot of events that come in short notice. So how, I don't know. I guess I have a problem when I run the ads. I don't know exactly how much I should spend for such a short period of time, if I only have like a week or.
Yeah, I would say, okay. About 1,200. So the amount that I'm giving you for the $10 a day, that is $300 for the month. That's a lower end budget for Facebook ads. However, if you're trying to do it for longevity, then it's $600. $1,200 a month, $1,200 minimum is a good amount, Sharmellis. So yes, you can definitely do that, and there's nothing wrong with going for a higher number. You'll get a lot higher reach. Keisha, back to your question. It would all depend on your budget as far as that goes. If it was 2 weeks before the event, and say for instance, how many people is it like a pop-up event or?
Yeah, it would be like a pop-up event.
Okay. How many people are expected at that pop-up event that they stated?
Well, like I look at the one I have now, it's probably they're looking at it probably 250 to 300 people.
Okay. So then that's not a big amount. I would say if you're pushing it, I would divide that number up. So I would say if it's 2 weeks away, 10 times 14, that's 140 minimum to spend. I would just put it at the 150. But that's gonna give you a lot larger reach than the actual event. So now you're actually paying to promote the event. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Versus the promoter of the event actually promoting the event. And a lot of times you just want to see what type of advertising avenues that they're actually using, because you're paying to actually be at the event, and now you're paying to promote the event as well.
Right. Yes. Especially with it being so small.
Yeah. Yep. And so, I mean, that would be a conversation I would actually have to have with the promoter of the event. So if I'm paying 150, they're going to come there to see me, yes, but then they're also going to come there to see they're going to go look at the other vendors as well. So that's a little tricky right there, because I would not pay for an ad for another company.
I see what you mean. Yeah, that makes sense.
If you were doing your own pop-up, then yes, definitely do that. Or if you just want to bring more awareness to your page, definitely do that. But I wouldn't share that I'm going to be at another event unless they're going to be giving me some sort of discount to place that ad, because it's not only placing that ad for yourself, it's also going to bring more customers to that event as well. So there should just be a conversation had.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so now we're going to go into ads. Welcome, Leslie. And I'm going to share my screen here. So either you can place an ad with me or you can follow along. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our Facebook pages. We're going to go back out and we're going to go into where it says complete. We're going to go sit where it says ads. Sorry, I don't know why I said complete, but just to ads. Hold on, I need to. And we're going to go into just doing a mock ad. Oh, did I do it this one? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my ad now, share my page now. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so I don't like how this one is giving me this ad type. So, and yours, does anyone else's look like this or no? It should say build a business or lead magnet, correct? I'm gonna go out really quick and go in a different way, go to a different page. Because what I'm gonna show you 2 ways to build an ad. The first way I'm gonna show you how to build an ad is build your business. And the second way I'm gonna show you is lead magnet. And these are 2 successful tools to not only get more people to visit your site and your page, but also to have leads for future sales. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I get so confused, I'm sorry, with this meta. That's where I'm at. So I don't know if you guys know, Facebook changed their name recently to Meta, and that part of it can sometimes confuse me from Meta to, so what you would actually need to go into hold on, I'm going to share my screen. If you go into your page, your Facebook page, your fan page, just click Meta Business Suite and just click that. And then once you're there, if you can just raise your hand and let me know that you're there. If you have any issues, let me know. I'm about to share my screen. 1 second. Okay. Was everyone able to get to here? If you just go onto your main Facebook page and then go under your business page. And then once you're at your business page, you would just want to hit the Meta Business Suite.
Okay, so I might be on the yellow bus. And, you know, I was in and out. So please forgive me, guys. But I hope maybe if somebody's having trouble, I can help them too. So, anyhow, okay, so I'm trying to, because I had to get on my phone because for some reason my computer was, well, one of my phones. So I'm on like a phone and then I'm trying to look at it on a different phone. So mobile may be an issue, but I went from my regular page and then I located one of my business pages that I have. And so then where would I go? Like, is it under settings, you think?
No, just right
Or
at the top, like on the left-hand side,
okay, so would it
it'll
go?
say Meta Business Suite.
See, and I wonder if it's
And I'm
different
not,
on
yeah, I'm
this
not sure where
phone.
it is on your phone.
Because there's like overview, because I know what you're talking about, the meta business. I saw that before, but I don't know. So I see my insights, I see my recent post that they're asking me to boost,
And keep in
update.
mind, whenever I talk about, there is certain stuff, and people think I'm crazy, but it is certain stuff that I only do on the computer. I won't do it
I
on the
know, and I
Yeah.
would want to do this on there. That's why I was so mad. Like I sent you that personal email. I mean, because I didn't know what was going on, why it went black. So that's why I had to go here. I'm gonna try to maybe log back in. But let's see, ads manager. Nope, that's not it. But I saw it before. But okay, I
You can
won't
always,
go to.
if you don't have it and it's not working right away, if you want to take notes and then go back to it one short,
Yeah,
that's fine.
yeah.
Because I know a couple people are on their phone as well.
Yeah, so no, it's cool. So I'm gonna mute myself back, but I'm looking at this too.
Okay.
And if somebody's on their phone and they know a little tip, jump in, tag me in the
I
chat.
know I'm trying to see here, but I don't think this meta thing that they switched over to. And it's supposed to be better is what they say. But do you have Business Suite downloaded on your phone?
No, and that's why I really took this class, because I really need to get into that. But I know what it is, and I want to start using it so that I can post. I mean, I can schedule.
Yeah, scheduling is a big tool too. So if you're on your phone and you're having a little bit of issues finding it, you can download the Business Suite by Facebook.
Oh wow.
And then it has it too where you can do ads from there. But I'm going to show you also on the computer, that way you can follow along. So from here, this is just your overview. Again, I'm still learning how to use these settings. Main thing I go to is ads when I click here. And so I just go in here to ads. I don't know why they're saying this. I haven't purchased any ads. Okay, so only thing that we are going to be focused on here, and this is actually just showing you a little bit of some of the ads that I've created. I haven't created anything in a while, but this is just showing from the last 7 days of what happened. I can, since this is ads, I can show you my insights. I'll really quick before we go into building a business. I'm going to show you my insights really quick from ads. And this is just an overview. And if you click here, this is results. So again, this is without me placing any ads at all. I have not placed any ads. So I've reached 565 people. This says within the last 28 days. It's went down 55% because typically I am running ads, and this is down at all as well. let me try to find, when is the last time I placed the ad on this page? Can't think. I can't think when the last time I placed that on this page. Okay. This right here, this helps with your audience. So if we click here, we get to learn our audience a little bit better. And this is what I was talking about. I'm going to try to think of when the last time I placed the ad, so that way I can show you the results better. But before I do that, I'm going to go into what my audience actually looks like. That way it can give you a better idea. Again, you can export this out. So this right here is, it's two different columns. One column is your Facebook page. This is your Instagram page. And I recently lost control. Like my Instagram page was hacked. So my Instagram page has started completely over. So this is, I'm still trying to build it back up. So right now I have 1.3 thousand followers. 89% of my followers are women. 10% is men. And this is just for Facebook. So sometimes when you wonder, if depending on what business, let's say you're an author, right? And you are deciding, where should I host my next event? Where should my next event be hosted at? If I want to do a pop-up in a different city, where should I do that at, right? These numbers help you determine that. So 23% of my followers is here in Columbus, Ohio. 6% is in Buffalo. 5% is in Las Vegas, and which is so funny because I've done events in Columbus. Of course, Columbus is where I'm from. I've done events in both Buffalo and Las Vegas. I've never done any events in any of these other cities. However, as you can see, people are viewing my page from these other cities. Everyone pretty much is in the United States, a few amount from other countries. And then, as you can see, Facebook, again, Facebook always women is higher. I'm not sure why Bangladesh is visiting so much more than Columbus, but we'll take it. And Brazil is more popular than the United States, so not sure about that. So what they show here is they show here your potential audience and how many more people that is out there that you could reach by creating an ad. And then they break that down to how many more people and where you may get a better results if you do an ad and target different cities and states is what they show here. So we're going to go back over here to ads. And we're going to go click create an ad. Okay. So the first one I'm going to show you is build your business. And so another important part of this is knowing your mission of your business, knowing the vision that you have for your business, and knowing your slogan for your business. So here, this is if you wanted to create an ad, and this is all about building your business. So say, for instance, you're just getting started with ads. All you're looking to do is get more people to visit your website or to like your page and to learn more about what you do. So for this is just a preview of what the ad could look like. And we're just going to run through this. This is your preview here. And this is what we're going to run through. So you're going to give a description of what your business is. So this has already been filtered if you already have this information in Facebook and they already have this information for your business. So it automatically populated that the Right Life's focus, and I think it took this off. The Right Life's focus is business and babies. for families, raising families while building an empire. And our mission is to build your business through our services of branding, social media, and our 90 minutes and 90-day approach. So that's what it says. This actually needs to be probably updated, but that's what it's saying. You can always change this out and put what your business actually does. I always say put your mission in there, and also put like your vision for your business. Now this is your images. If you're not familiar with Canva, I say Canva is a great tool. Facebook does only allow minimal wording on a photo. They don't really like you advertising like a flyer with a lot of words on it. They like a great catchy picture. This picture looks like they're pulling from, we're doing a retreat in Las Vegas this year. I'll share that with you guys here shortly. But this is the picture that they pulled. The headline they put is The Right Life. This could be anything. This could be, okay, let's say, we're just wanting people to go to our page more. And I'm gonna change this up a little. The Right Life is I changed this to be The Right Life organization. Right Life is an organization where we assist families in building a business while raising families. And then our mission is to build your business through our services of branding, social media, and our 90 minutes and 90-day approach, which I was spelled it. Okay. And then whatever photo you choose, you can change it. And now let's get to the good part, right? People you choose through targeting. Never allow Facebook to choose who they want to target for you. Always choose your audience yourself. And that is where a lot of people get confused with this social media. Always choose your audience yourself. And you're going to do that by learning who your demographic is. So if your business, as you can see, is mainly geared towards women, go ahead and put that it's towards women. That your ad wants to be towards women. Say for instance, with the Right Life, people have kids at any age. So you want to start at 18. Now, if you know that probably 18-year-olds aren't going to, if you have a liquor brand and you know you can't buy liquor under the age of 18, you don't want to market to someone who's under the age of 18, correct? So you would just want to do 21 years of age. If you are hosting a party at a nightclub and it's for 21 and up, you want to keep it at 21 and up. If you want to, if it's for kids, then yeah, you can post it and take it down to 18. If you have, say for instance, it's a tea party, and so you know that mainly people who are over the age of 25 are going to attend a tea party, so you probably want to up your age to 25. Let's see, if you're trying to attract married couples and you want older married couples to attend your event, you want to do both men and women, and you want to do 35 to 65. You can shorten this number. I never shorten the number, always keep it at 65, but you can definitely shorten it. If it's for people with kids, of course, you probably want to lower the number maybe to 60. And maybe do like 21. Now, women are probably going to be more, they're probably a buy for the kids more than men. However, you never know. So you can always click all there. So that make sure that you just always change your age to match who your demographic is and who you're selling to. Locations. So as you can see from your insights, from your website, from Facebook, and also doing your survey on SurveyMonkey, you should know where to market to. So my top 3 locations, I always say choose 3 at least, will be Columbus, Ohio, Las Vegas, and Buffalo, New York, because that's where most people look at my page from. Why I can't find Buffalo? Just saw it, I thought. There it goes. Okay, Buffalo, New York. Oh, Las Vegas and okay, Las Vegas intact. There we go. Okay, so we have our 3 locations. And so it's telling you that you have a potential to reach 1.4 to 1.6 million people. So you're gonna go ahead and save your audience. And then, wait. Did I forget? Oh, this wasn't up there first. Okay, so now that your location is in there, it should have already been up there. For some reason, I didn't see it, so I got out of it. But you should see where it says detailed targeting. And so what detailed targeting means is what is someone's interest. So for instance, if you're selling, let's say deviled eggs, most people, if that means that they like soul food. So you're gonna put in soul food. If you're selling products for children, you're targeting families or mothers, motherhood, fathers. Let's see who else. If you are, say I'm targeting someone who, I do an event called the Columbus Food and Wine Festival. So I'm targeting wine lovers. So I would look for wine lovers who their interest is wine, or you can also do wine lovers. If you're an author, you're targeting authors. You're an author and you're targeting people who like to read. Looks like reading. So just do reading. So that helps you target what people are actually into. And then again, it'll change down here at the bottom. It'll change on how many people that can now reach. And don't be alarmed if that number goes down from what you originally put. It's only going down because you're actually targeting a specific group who would be definitely interested in your product. Even if like you have the baby line, say for instance your baby line is like what's another baby line? Jack and Jane. Is it Jack and Jane? Yep, there it is. Thought it was called Jack. Oh, Janie and Jack. So you would want to target people who like Janie and Jack because they might be interested in a baby line that's similar to that brand. And then you would just want to save your audience. And so when you go down here, this is how you do your schedule and your duration. So this tells you, you can always change the days. So you know if you're going to do 4 months, you just add 30 times 4. It's 120 days. 120. So it tells you that your ad is going to run 400, it's going to end June 23rd. So it's telling you with the $5 budget a day times 120 days is $600. But you know that you're going to at least do $10 because you're not going to do what Facebook tells you to do. And it's telling you that you're going to reach 916 people per day and up to, 2,000, 2,700. Again, what I say is try not to go with what Facebook recommends you to do, because they're going to recommend you to do the bare minimum. And that's the difference between Facebook taking your money and Facebook working you, or you working Facebook. So then now you have a budget of $120 and that's over 4 months. And this is going to help you build your business. So this is going to get people to come to your page. Now you can have them actually come to your website, or you can have them actually go through and like your page and learn more. So it's totally up to you on what you want them to do that for. This one is just for them to learn more about your site and go to your site. So that's what this one is. And so now you've created an ad on how to build your business, on building your business. So now I'm going to go. Anyone have any questions? Before I move on. Okay, so I'm going to move on to get more leads. So why I love get more leads with Facebook is I don't know how many people know what CRM is or have been in sales before. This will probably be good for you, Mom. My mother is a cake decorator. She's on here. This is good for people like myself who rely on vendors to participate in events. Not rely on them, but they have vendors participate in events. This is for if you have a business where you need to follow up with people. So this is good. So basically it's get more leads. This is a good way that if you're trying to get someone to go to your site, you can offer them something for free. If you're a real estate agent, you could use this tool. I'm trying to think, if you're a developer, architect, you can offer this tool. If you're renting out space, got an Airbnb business, this is a great tool. And the lead magnet is basically getting information on your potential customer. That is what a lead magnet is. They will see your ad, they will be interested in your ad, and they will fill out information and you will contact them. Another reason why lead magnet is so important is, what if Facebook was to crash tomorrow? So if Facebook was to crash tomorrow, you should have an email marketing system in place. Not just if Facebook crashes tomorrow, but if you couldn't use Facebook for ads or Facebook for marketing purposes, then you would have to go outside of social media. And this is with any social media platform. You would not be able to use social media anymore. You want to have some sort of retention building list to have your customers from social media onto a different platform, so you can still market to your customers outside of social media. And that is what a lead magnet is. And this also helps with building your email marketing list. So if you're an event planner, if you do anything where any type of business that you do, email marketing is so important. Right now, my marketing list is about at 7,000 people. I know that some people's lists are at 35, 25,000 people on their email marketing list. It is a great tool to have. And it is that tool to have. If you didn't have social media, what would you do? And before social media, people emailed, and they also did phone calls as well. And they also do mailers in the mail. So you can also do mailers in the mail. So this is what this is for. It's a great tool. And you can use it a lot of different ways. So we're just going to click what information do you collect? And so let's say I am trying to get a form on people who are interested in one of my coaching programs. So the name of my form is going to be coaching program. And so right off the bat, you see that these people have to fill out their name, their phone number, their address. Look, what they do, are they male or female, their date of birth. So basically you're gathering information for your potential customer before they're even your customer. So you would know exactly how to market to them. You would know exactly what to talk about with them. Like you have all of their information here. And so what is great about this is now you can call them and solicit business. I don't know if anyone else has Fashion Nova on text. Anyone saw on Christmas Fashion Nova was texting about their 80% off sale. I don't know if anyone got a Fashion Nova text today. But now you have a way to email market people. If you get that email bright early in the morning, when you check your phone right in the morning, and it's from, I don't know, let's see, the first one on mine is Saks Fifth Avenue. Don't ask me why. Saks Fifth Avenue telling you that there's a sale going on. You now have gathered their email address to be able to do that. If you have a special event going on and you now want to mail them out a mailer and tell them that if you see this mailer, you get 10% off, you can now mail something out to them. If you now want to send out, you get a free cupcake on your birthday. You now have this potential customer's date of birth, right? So now you can send them out a free cupcake for their birthday. If it's International Women's Day that's coming up and you want to send them an email saying, hey, happy International Women's Day, or you want to send a message saying happy Father's Day, you know, now they'll their gender so that you can send that information out. If you have a new product out that is perfect for executives, then now you know their job title so that you can get that information out. So when I say Lead Magnet is a great tool, it is an amazing tool. And so this is how you start filling out that form. And if you want the form to be in English, if you want to add additional questions like where did you go to school? You can put that in there if you like, and it'll pop up. This is what the form will look like. So if you ever notice when you're on Facebook, on that right-hand side, you'll see like a you know, a little form like free chocolate cake if you click here, right? This is pretty much what it is Lead Magnet form, getting your information. And then you just want to hit next. And this will preview what the ad is. It'll tell what everything is about. And you can change that to be free cupcake. Free cupcake for, let's see, what can we offer a free cupcake for? Free cupcake for scheduling a free consultation or something like that. And so then what they'll do is you'll change this to be free cupcake offer. And then they'll be able to sign up. You'll then go back through. I'll answer your question in just 1 second. You'll just have a sign up here. You choose them through targeting. Again, you'll go back through what we just went over, if they're male, female, their age, app, their location, detailed targeting for who exactly you want to market this to. And you can do a different lead magnet form for each individual like campaign you're wanting to run. So you are able to do that. You can put in a budget. Again, I say no less than $120. Now you see how Facebook tries to get you. The minimum budget is $1 per day. So again, this is what I say with Facebook. They just want to take your money. So you run Facebook, don't let Facebook run you. Don't just do that dollar budget. And then change your date. Well, it'll change your date if you put 120 days and when it'll start, and you change your budget to $5, your daily budget to $5, or your $5 per day, or even if you change it, I like to do it at $10 per day. You'll know that you'll reach 8 to 30 people per day. Hold on. Should reach per day. 120. Okay. 30 people per day, and that your budget per day is $10. And then this will show you that it'll be placed on both Facebook, it'll run through Messenger, and it'll run through Instagram. And you'll be able to change this as well. So if you don't want your ad to run on Facebook, Instagram, or Messenger, that can happen as well. Oh, you're welcome, Sienna. And so then this is what it'll look like. It'll give you a little ad preview. So it'll say free cupcake for scheduling a free consultation, right? You'll sign up, they'll fill out all that information. And so now you have this person's information where you can use for years to come. So now after you've done that lead generator form, I've never seen it in here, instant forms. Is this it? Okay, so then that's that. This is where your form will be. I'm gonna just go back to that again. I went to all tools and I went to Instaform down here under advertise. I went to Instaform, and so you see the coaching program is up there. And you'll see the leads, and you can download all the new leads that you've just obtained. And it'll just pull up in like in an Excel spreadsheet. You can also get your leads delivered for you as well. If you can search their systems on what's CRM. CRM means your customer relation management tool. And so that's how you take your lead to go from a lead to a sale, and that a sale that you've converted into now a customer. So that's basically what it is. And again, I use Constant Contact for my email marketing. And all you have to do is with these forms, you download the form, you add it into Constant Contact, and there you are. It'll tell me how many leads you received and go from there. I think mine, if I go to celebrity style events, sorry, I have a lot of pages. So this shows you, I'm going to show you a perfect example on me having, me doing leads, right? So this is a perfect example. So I did a lead management for the Columbus Food and Wine Festival. I wanted to get more vendors for that festival. So basically what I did was, and these are all expired because again, this is last year. And from that, I was able to get 20 people interested in signing up. Don't be alarmed by the number. This was to sign up as a vendor, and the vendor pricing is, they may not have been wanting to sign up, or they may have been already booked. So this is just a preview of the form. And I just said, are you a food and retail vendor? And they enter their information. It was 4 questions. they were able to, then I asked them their name, their email address, the name of their company, what's their address and their phone number. And I also kept a privacy policy on here as well, so that I could still message them, and then they're all set. And this form was sent to me. So now, say for instance, it is either they signed, if they didn't sign up or they did sign up, I now have their information where I can email them. I know what they do for that company. So I know if I'm talking to a decision maker or not. If I need to mail them out something to sign up for my festival this year, or mail them out something because they never responded to me, or for any reason, just to say thank you, I have their address. If I want to text them or call them, I now have their phone number. And then I can download all of that information as well. So I can show you one downloaded. So let me just download this real quick. And you can also, if you don't want to download, you can download this. But what I do is I just do the lead center. And I just let it pop up on my lead center. And so now I can see exactly how many people signed up and what information they gave. So this is their information that they gave, and they were interested in the Food and Wine Festival. They gave me their phone number, all their information here. So now I have that information to now where I could add them to my email marketing list. Again, I can call them. I have all of this information to now build a sale from. And then if you use Facebook, you can use Facebook for as a CRM tool. And for instance, you just click there. You can assign this to someone else. So say for instance, if you have other people on your team, and you have other people that are assigned to the admin tools under your fan page, then you can assign this to someone. So I'm assigning it to myself. If you need to follow up with this person, right? Say I need to do my initial phone call, right? I need to do my initial phone call. And I want to schedule that for Friday morning at 9 a.m. And you can add notes in here. You can go back to the form and look at their answers, and you want to save that, right? So now it's going to pop up. Facebook will remind you that you're going to call this person for their initial phone call to say, hey, are you actually truly interested in participating in the Columbus Food and Wine Festival? You can also copy their information and send them a quick email as well before you do that. So that's how you can manage your leads. And it can go from a raw lead, you can move it to this is in progress. That means you did your initial phone call. You can change it to they're interested and you're waiting on them to sign up. And if you converted them, you can say you converted them. And that's that there. As far as your visuals go, well, I guess before I get off of lead management, any questions about lead management?
I have a question, Trish. This is Nicole Horston.
Okay.
You're doing a fabulous job with explaining everything, but I wanted to know earlier when you were in the description page, just have you found the least amount of words that you've used have captured more attention versus a more descriptive version of it?
So yeah, if the more you put in it, the more interest you put in, the more it's going to target who is actually interested. Now, I wouldn't throw in 30 different interests in there. Like I would just put in there, let's say you're targeting women in business, right? So you just want to do, if you're already doing women as who you're highlighting to, Then when you do your targeted, then you would just want to do like small business, entrepreneur, mompreneur, or I would just put entrepreneur and small business. Those are two I would put in, because you're targeting people who own their own business, who's entrepreneurs, and at the top you've already put that these people are going to be women. But I would definitely say put that information in, because you don't want to get a bunch of people clicking your ad who aren't even small business women, who aren't even, you know, small women, or who aren't even small business owner. They could just, they could be, you know, working at Huntington Bank and they have no interest ever of owning a business.
Then the second part of my question is, I know I had got flagged one time doing an ad because it was like catered to Black women, but that's my target audience. Right. After I Facebook, of course, they released the ad, but how can you circumvent if you're like your target audience is a specific audience? How do you circumvent getting around that?
Well, how did you target it to just be Black women?
It was my initial conference, which was geared toward African-American women. And so in the description, you know, the typeset, I actually put that in there. And so I guess when, you know, Facebook had read through the ad, what have you, they saw African-American women. But that's why I put like in my specific description of the conference.
Oh, now see, I don't really target my audience to be a certain like a certain race. So I'm honestly have not had that happen before. I've had it happen before where I put alcohol in the title, and like I'll put, you know, serving wine cocktails, and that's been flagged before. But the only reason it was flagged is because I put it in the title, but I didn't change it to 21 years of 21. So that could have flagged it. But Facebook is so finicky sometimes that they could think it was hate, or they could think it's all different kind of things. So I would say in something like that, I would just, you know, say, hey, you know, this is just targeting African-American women, and that's pretty much it. And they'll be able to release it back after reviewing it. They do review all ads though. So I don't think there's really probably a way to get around it. I don't know if you can target African-American women. Hold on.
No, it was definitely in the description of the event. Yeah. So but they did finally release it once they read through it. But yeah, I just wanted to ask, maybe because if that's your target market, you know, how do you go about getting around it? But thank you for that explanation.
Maybe try to put it in the, hold on, I'm trying to see something real quick. Because I've never actually targeted. Yeah, see, they don't even have it where you could target just the African-American women in here.
Yeah, not anymore, but you were able, yeah, they had like men and women. And I think, so looking at what you put in right now, they're taking it out.
Like the Black. Yeah, they don't have it in there at all.
Yeah, I see that now.
I know right now they are very big on inclusion. And so I don't know if that has to do with anything, but I would definitely just what is it called? Appeal their decision, and then go back into it, because you know they're pretty good about following up. You said, Leslie, you said my Facebook link, what the Facebook link for our Facebook page? Oh, for this activity. So you would just want to go into your Facebook page. This one is mine. So if you would actually click on your actual business page under Facebook, and then go under ads, and then you'll be able to see like this information as well. on on Instagram as well? If that's the question you're asking me. Because that's where I'm looking at this from, is Facebook ads. Any other questions? Any other questions on ads and how to? Again, I think Facebook.
No, I think it's just going to be more, well, for me personally, going through it and doing it a couple of times and just getting used to using the software and really figuring out who my target audience is, what it actually looks like, instead of me just always kind of having some abstract idea in my mind about what my target audience is.
And if you've already done sales already, your perfect thing to start off with is filling out that lead magnet form and starting and getting their information and learning who your target audience is, and say, hey, you know, you get a free 6-ounce bottle of juice just for filling out this form. Or hosting like a little, you never know, a little free little trinket. You know, people love something free. And getting this information, because it'll be vital to who you're selling to in the future. Or you can ask your friends and family to fill this information out, or people who've had use your juice, or I'm sorry, who've purchased your juice in the past, to fill out a survey monkey for you, or a survey for you. And do it that way. But Facebook can be a very valuable tool if you know how to use it. And it could get you a lot more business. So with Instagram, I am currently learning TikTok. So once I learn that, that's what my new employee is going to be doing at me. But yeah, Facebook, I mean, TikTok's supposed to be big. So 2 other things before you guys go. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. If you filled out the form, if you schedule some time just to chat and go over where you are with your business. It is a complimentary call just to go over where you are. And that was that business assessment form. If you want to take a minute and go to It's the Right Life's business page and write a review on today's workshop and what you learned today. And lastly, the 6th annual entrepreneur this year, where it's a retreat. It's going to be in Las Vegas. We have rented out a private villa. So it is going to be amazing. Pool, yoga, steam rooms, all kind of like just a great way to, you know how you guys take a break from being a mom. We all take that break, that mommy break, but this is going to be an entrepreneur break. So just take a break to regain focus of being a business owner and come back just ready to take on the world. It's going to be all about branding. So you're going to learn how to build your successful business model. We're going to do some market research in that class. We're going to build your brand board. We're going to help you with your brand identity, your mission, your bio, your tagline. We're going to put in place your business systems. So your financial systems, your time and project management systems. We're going to help you create a marketing campaign, create a successful business model. We're going to help you with email marketing, submitting a press release. I do press releases for all of my events. Press has been involved in all of my events, mainly because I submit a press release. I'm going to show you how to do that. If you're having trouble with content and scheduling your content, we're going to help you with that. Building a solid, successful team to help you run your business. lead magnets, what we just went over a little bit, but we're going to go into it in more detail. And creating a successful family routine and a distraction-free zone is going to be all a part of this retreat as well as yoga, a farewell dinner. We're going to do some team building exercises. So it's going to be great. It's going to be held in Las Vegas. You can see more information is on itstherightlife.com as well. And then don't forget to post a review on our Facebook page, just saying what you learned in the class today. The last thing I'm going, do you have any other events like this, Leslie? Oh, so yeah, we're doing the Entrepreneur Expo or retreat, I'm sorry, in Vegas, Leslie. I'm going to host one more free webinar, something like this, and then that's it. Everything else will pretty much be coaching and private coaching. So I said this year I'm going to host 3 free workshops. My first one was a 5-year plan. This one is Facebook. And I haven't decided on the third one, but this one's showing you how to make money. The first one was, a 5-year plan showing you how to get all that together. And the third one will be good also. When you're creating your content for your Facebook, Canva, again, is a great tool. You do want to use some appealing images that are attractive. I wouldn't do like candid photos at all. I would use like a great, attractive and appealing image. Videos get 3 times more likely the views than a photo. So videos work a lot better. The 5-year plan one, I have already offered that one. So that one is now available as a private coaching, and you can schedule that from our website. If you've already done the business assessment, we can talk about more how to schedule that. The 5-year plan one was really good. I created a 5-year plan just to see to get to where I am now. And like I say, in order for me to start doing festivals, I had to go to every festival at the beginning, at the end, and just learn all about festivals and learn all about what it was that entailed. And I did that for a year before I actually paid my first one. And the 5-year plan just gives you a clear, like people ask you that question, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Most of the time when people ask that question, most people are stuck and they don't know exactly where they are or where they want to be in 5 years. So that 5-year plan, it just really helps you not only know where you're going to be in 5 years, but actually create the action steps in order to get there in that 5 years. So if you're interested in that, then at the end of that call at the business assessment, you'll be able to schedule some time with me. But if not, hold on, I'm putting it in the chat for you. And you can use that link that I just posted to schedule time as well. Anyone have any last minute questions?
Nope, no questions.
Ebony, you good?
Yes, but I'll have more questions during our when we talk.
Okay. Sharmella?
So I did ask a question. Did you have a replay? Do you offer, like, is there a replay with this, or you just, I don't know?
You know what? Yes, I recorded it, but I have to I recorded it, but I don't really know. I've never watched back a recording before. Let's just put it that way. I did record it.
Yeah, you get. Well, okay.
So I don't know if I have to send a link, to somebody to see it again, or exactly what do I do to have, but I did record it.
I think you download it and you can edit it if you like too.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so then I need to check on the date for the retreat. I don't think the date's gonna work for me. But yeah, this was good. I actually created an ad. That's why I've been kind of quiet. But I'm looking like, oh my God, I didn't sign up for something. I don't know what they're doing. And as you were talking about, so they, just to help people know, like they are a trip. They really do be trying to run you with these ads because like they're prompting, more. And when you're still learning how to do it, they were trying to give me some of my previous posts, which I thought were kind of lazy because they were just using all the verbiage that was already there. Like, I'm like, no. And then I think you mentioned something about like when I do certain things on my page, I kind of do know that you really have to have like great photos, but like little wordy things that I don't feel like people asking me a million questions, though I know they're not going to read.
Right.
But sometimes you can't have a lot of words. So there was like one thing that was like a meme. They were trying to put that together like my ad. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. So they gave me like, I guess 4 options that could be an ad. And I was just like, okay, but I'm not gonna, I'm actually gonna delete it. But I was just trying to see, because I do have multiple business pages. I wanted to see what type of demographics they were gonna select or even prompt me to. So
like I was saying, whatever Facebook recommends, like they're just recommending something generic.
Yes.
So just click, boom, and you place it, and you spend your money, and you wonder like, why I didn't get no results? Why I didn't get no sales? What happened? Like, so I say change whatever they put. Don't say Facebook targeted. Don't let Facebook decide who your audience is. You decide who you're gonna spend your money marketing to.
Definitely, because they were trying to like really be on.
They do.
So that's why I was trying it while we were, since I had that phone, and I just went in there because I didn't really like we were talking. I'm not sure. I end up getting in there somehow, but it wasn't the actual thing that is on the desktop. So that if that really helps people, like either do what you suggested, download an app, but don't do it from your phone, do it from the desktop. Because I like the desktop view because you could just really, really get in there and carve it out. This thing that I was doing on that phone, it was a trip. But that was pretty much it. Just I'm here. So I was actually trying to follow it, myself with what you were saying. So this was good.
Nicole, you're good?
I'm good. That's the only other question that I was looking through my notes when you were talking about, because the spending that they suggest for you when they say you've reached your spending limit, what did you say to do again? Because I left a question mark beside that.
What do you mean when you reach
when you were creating the ad, and you know how he gave you like the red like the $1 thing,
yes,
and about your limit?
So when they do that, they're trying to tell you that you're putting in $5, but if you want to do it $5 for 4 months, that's not enough. So they're telling you to put in more money. So I don't know if you were on here on how much to spend. An average of $10 a day.
Yeah, $10 to $20.
Yeah, 10 to 20 to be successful. So if they're putting in only $1 or only $5, they know it's not going to really give you that reach with $5. I would say put at least $10 in it on a day. And keep in mind, Facebook, most likely, if you have a rapport with them, they are not going to bill you right then and there. That you normally have an advertising threshold. So you can say, and oh my gosh, this threshold, if I'm still a small business owner, so it will hit you. And they don't ever tell you, hey, on the 23rd, this is going to come out. You'll just get, like I would just get hit with a $3,000 Facebook charge randomly at 2:00 in the middle of the day. Only thing I wish with Facebook ads is that they would give me when my bill is going to be actually due, so it doesn't come out of my account automatically when I'm not expecting it. And I haven't seen that they've rolled that out, and I've made suggestions on that. But you get a threshold. Yours may start at $250, or depending on how much you spend, it'll go up by the rapport you build with Facebook. So I know that mine's is in the thousands, but I spend thousands on Facebook ads. So if you put it in, say, for $600 over the next 4 months, it's not billing you $600 right then and there. So it will bill you overall. And I believe it's like every 30 days. You just have to want to check in there, because everyone's is kind of different. It'll give you a threshold. I think to start, it's at $250, your threshold. And then once you reach that $250, it'll bill you. And then once you pay it, then, it'll still continue your ads. And then it'll charge you once you reach another $250, and so on. So don't be alarmed thinking that if you do that $600, it's going to come out all at one time. It's not. You'll just pay it over time. It's just when you pay it, and if they have given you a threshold on how much they're capping it at before they charge you, just depends on probably the length of your Facebook ad account and how much you're actually spending, which they take into effect.
And then the other part was like, I get coupon. I call them coupons. They're not really coupons, but I don't know what triggers them. Like because I haven't done ads in a while, but they used to send me like, $50 off for an ad and stuff like that, but I don't get them anymore. So it's like, okay, how do I find out if there's a current one, or how can I get a discount code or something from Facebook? But they normally would send them like in my business page, and they would send it to me. And then I'm like, oh, but I'm not ready to do no ad right now. So I'm like, how do I save this until the next time? And I know they give you a time in which to spend it, but if it's not an opportune time, then is there any way of getting a discount thereafter or no?
So I get a lot of little pop-ups on, but not on my, I have a baby line for my kids. So they've been sending them on that on Instagram. I haven't gotten them on Facebook yet. How I look at it is this: Facebook ain't giving you $50 for free. You're there. If you do that $50, they're not wanting you to cap at $50. They're going to want you to cap at a bigger amount. And you may not reach anyone with that Facebook ad, like with that $50 that they're giving you. It is just some sort of, because they control and oh gosh, I always can't say this word, but you guys know what I'm saying? The aneurysm or the
algorithm.
Yeah. They control that. So they know that if you place an ad, and if you post something on Insta or Facebook, they're not going to give you that reach. Say for instance, my page has 2,000 followers, right? And you would think you have 2,000 followers. It should show those 2,000 followers this post that I just made. But it never does. It only gives it like a small number, like 100 people or 50 people. But if you pay for an ad, of course, all of those people will then see that you've this post that you just posted. But with Facebook, they have it where you have to pay for an ad in order to reach customers who liked your page just to view your page. I think they call it shadow banding. I've seen someone say it, shadow banding, where they're not really banning you, but like they just want you to place an ad before they allow a lot of people to see it. And I don't know how to I think that's the word that is called. Facebook just wants you to make money. And that's it. I think Facebook stock right now, if you look at their stock right now, is the last time I saw it, it was like through the roof, because even with them changing their name to Meta. And if you notice, if you know the story as to why they changed their name to Meta, then they basically had a whistleblower that's telling you all that started telling them, look up Facebook and Facebook's whistleblower and why they ended up having to change their name to Meta. And that'll tell you a lot about ads and why that person went ahead and basically snitched on Facebook, and that they're just really not allowing people to get that reach unless they pay for ads. So that's the main thing. And my thing with that little money that they give you, they're giving it to you, but they're not really giving it to you. They want you to spend more money. I hope that helped. I just went all off.
No, it does. And then you were very informative, so I do appreciate it.
No problem. Keisha, you good?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm just taking it all in.
Okay. Leslie? Her phone must be on mute. But that's it. Charmel, I keep calling you Carmen up there. You know, we had a great time at the expo. Next year, I'm keeping that same energy and just going with the retreat. And we're just gonna get a private villa this year in Vegas. So I think it's gonna be great. So again, guys, if you want to learn more about the retreat, go over to the website. Don't forget to post a review. If you guys don't have any other questions, then I'm gonna go ahead and end the workshop. If you do think of questions, I will put my email address in the chat, or you can message me. I think I'm friends with everyone here on Facebook. Or you can message me little questions that you may have or schedule. I think most of you have scheduled some time to chat, so do that. And then we'll touch base. What's today? Wednesday? Yep, today's Wednesday. Well, everybody have a great hump day. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Enjoy your day.
Thank you too. I'll post the next workshop pretty soon here. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thank you.